Hi, this is Alexis from the Kiteboarder magazine. We're here at the 2014 Surf Expo at the Liquid Force booth with Mr. Jason Slezak. How you doing, sir?
Great. How you doing, Alexis?
You've got some beautiful boards this year, some beautiful stuff. Let's walk through it.
Right on. Thanks. We'll start off with our twin tip line. So we have our Liquid Force Edge, which is a carryover, compression molded, kind of classic style board from Liquid Force. It's specifically made with the beginner in mind, schools in mind, and generally has a really affordable construction. Biggest selling feature is the bottom shape has a asymmetric concave, so it's very mellow concave entry, really deep on the heel side edge to help when you're learning, and it has a rolled toe side edge to help you again when you're learning from catching that toe side edge and make it easy to get up. So that's our entry level board. From the edge, we roll on to our BLISS here, which is a carryover women's specific board. CNC'd core, great girl specific graphics with some sparkles in them. And it's got a single to double concave. It's a carryover for us, been doing really well. So that's the BLISS. From the BLISS, move on here to our Drive series. We have the Drive, which is the first in our profiled core boards. These are run through a profiler, keeps the cost production down, so it keeps the retail price down. Still our super high-end Polina wood core, really basic flat bottom shape. Again, sort of entry level, but also can be a performance board. And then within the Drive series, we have the Overdrive. Overdrive has the same features, same graphic treatment, but it's sort of an extra wide board. So we offer that in a few sizes for the lighter wind performance twin tip, and then also the bigger guy. So if we move on from the Drive and the Overdrive to our Focus. The Focus, we take it a little bit further though, in cracking the core to make channels. So we're able to keep the cost down again by going through a profiler, and then crack the core, giving us these step channels, and we're able to press a little bit of double concave in here to soften the landings, give you a more performance ride, and just more performance characteristics. So from the Focus, we step into one of our highlighted feature boards this year, which is a board that Brandon Scheid worked on with Jimmy Redmond called the Echo. The Echo is amazing. Again, it takes that profiled core one step further. We have angled channels, sort of the Bonzer effect here. So it helps the water exit the tips, gives you a lot of grip when either riding finless or with really small fins to suit Brandon's aggressive riding style. Also has our old Dlx Rocker, which is a board that we had at Liquid Force, which is our wake style specific board for years. We brought that back. So this has our wake style rocker. Again, a nice double concave to soften the landings. Quad channels out the tips for great grip and edge hold. So from there, we move on to the Element. The Element, it goes into our CNC'd core boards. So these cores are run through a CNC machine, making it able to get them a lot thinner, really precision bottom and top shape contours, both to help reduce weight, add stiffness where needed, get specific on our flex points. And then for Christoph Tack, who's currently first on the PKRA, this is his pro model. He wanted a board that was super fast trick to trick, you know, easy planing, had a ton of pop. Not very forgiving, but super high-end freestyle oriented. So that's sort of what the Element's geared towards. From the Element, we roll on to our Legacy, which is a new board for us for this year, and it's actually my pro model. The Legacy is sort of representing the 10-year legacy I've had working with Jimmy Redmond at Liquid Force, and all his knowledge and our combined efforts together have been put into this board. So super light, CNC'd core, V in the tips, which helps both torsional twisting off in the tips and a little bit of more precise flex through the tips. The board also has a solid double concave through the whole board with these sort of tapered rail concaves.
Like ridges, huh?
So instead of a channel, which tends to have a little bit more drag in the center of a kiteboard, which a lot of the wakeboards have, we went for a slight rail concave, so it still gives you the grip, but it doesn't have as much added drag. And then we've got pre-preg carbon stringer down the center. Helps hold the rocker a little bit, and it also gives a ton of pop. Makes the board super, super lively. So that's the new Legacy. And then the bling in our twin tip line. This is also the Element Christoph Tax board that we just went over. This is our Element Carbon. So it's a specific carbon weave that we've worked on with a vendor, where we're able to use the same weave top and bottom, which is pretty unique to our boards over a lot of the carbon boards. Just ridiculously lightweight. Again, that really performance-driven freestyle shape that the Element has, just in a really, really snappy, you know, poppy, lively carbon board. Wow. So yeah, the bling of the line for sure.
Super, super lightweight. I mean, it's featherweight.
Yeah, that's something we've been working on, both, you know, the carbon, the regular Element, the Legacy. We've been trying to reduce the weight, add a ton of pop and performance.
Awesome. Well, you've got some great surfboards over here. Let's swing around and look at some of these Tomo-looking boards that you've got over here.
So yeah, in our surfboard line, we do have what you can see here, the 5.1 Messenger and the 5.5 Messenger. So both of these are you know, Tomo inspired, where you're able to get sort of a shorter board with the water line and rail outline of a much longer surfboard. So somebody can ride a 5.1. Our 5.1 and our Messengers are quads. A little bit of channel here for getting tricky, landing nose first. Another channeled out tail as well to help water flow and help work with the quad fin. And we offer that in both a 5.1 and a 5.5. So for the bigger guys, you can ride the 5.5 as your all-around board. You know, smaller riders go to the 5.1. And then we also have our QUICKNESS. The QUICKNESS is our 6.0, kind of more traditional standard shortboard shape. Again, for somebody who's a little bit more, say, point break rider, top to bottom.
Back foot riding.
Back foot riding, and also you have the ability to go from thruster to quad. So whether you want that thruster feel where you have that really vertical feel, or you have the driviness and speed and looseness of a quad, you can choose based on your riding style. So, you know, some people prefer to switch it up riding front side or back side, or from beach breaks to point breaks. You know, just having the ability to have one board that'll perform well, you know, standard squash tail, and again, it has the 3+2, so you can ride it as a thruster or a quad.
Wow, very, very nice. Now, finally, the tried and true Skim Fish over here. This thing is just like...
Yeah, this is our KITE Skim. You know, again, it's a bit of a niche and kind of quiver board, but we have a few of those. We have the KITE Fish, which we don't have on display here, and the KITE Skim, both of which are compression molded. So again, really durable, inexpensive construction, so it allows us to keep prices down. So if you want to add it to your quiver, you want a board to get out there when it's lighter wind, messing around, learning shove-its, smacking lips, there's this, and there's also the KITE Fish, which is our sort of compression molded wake server crossover with foot straps. So you can ride it strapped or strapless, you can ride it with or without fins, just super fun board.
So I know we didn't talk about the board sizes and any of that stuff. Where can they go to get more information?
So for more information on the boards, the sizes, the outlines, rocker profiles, fins that come with the boards, you can go to liquidforcekites.com, get all the information, check out the specs, watch the videos, and get the goods.
Well, thank you so much, Jason.
Thanks, Alexis.